So yes, it will start by having less nurses. Um, but let me show you guys what's already started. I don't know if you guys saw it already, but let me show you guys what's already started. But this comment is in response to somebody that asked, what is the real world implications of the declassification of nurses as professionals, right? And then this person responded and said, in short, and to start less nurses, as most of us can't afford to go to school, but that's just a start. Yes, okay, but I explain more about this in my ebook, but I want y'all to look at this, okay? Right here. Now, do y'all see what that says? You see what already started happening? So now in the nursing homes, they are no longer required to have 24/7 registered nurses. What does that mean? And again, I'm not a new nurse. I've been doing this for 8 years, okay? Currently, I'm doing hospice. I'm a hospice nurse right now, okay? So what I do is I go to people's homes, I go to facilities, get them on their way to go home to the Lord or whatever they believe in, where they believe they're going, okay? A lot of the times when I go to these facilities, because we do have patients in facilities, these facilities are not allowed to give. I'm just tell y'all, okay? These facilities only have, some of them facilities only have med techs, right? Med techs are limited in certain medications that they can give. So if a patient at that facility is under my care as their hospice nurse case manager, and we notice that, here and there, they might have some pain medication that they need to give, narcotic. Some of these facilities do not allow the med techs to give the narcotics. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Which means who has to give their narcotics? A registered nurse. So if you have a family member that is in a facility who is not properly staffed and they only have med techs, your family member just won't be comfortable if they're transitioning to go to heaven, is basically what this means, okay? Typically, the protocol that was before this happened, a nurse had to be on staff 24 hours. I used to work at a nursing home as well, facility, ALF, SNF, whatever you want to call it. The nurse had to be on staff 24/7. So if there were any emergencies or narcotics that needed to be given, the RN can give it because that is under her scope of practice, right? These narcotics are given to these patients to keep them comfortable while they are transitioning into heaven. So now if you remove 24/7 RNs from these facilities, and these facilities can only have med techs because there are no RNs available, what do? Somebody's going to say, well, LPNs can give meds. LPN can give pain medications, but they are also limited to what they can do. This is how it works, okay? So it's RN, LPN, MedTech. MedTech is at the bottom end, okay? RN is at the top, all right? Each scope of practice is completely different for each specialty. All three specialties do not have the same scope of practice. So now with this removing nurses as a professional thing is occurring, there's going to be some consequences to that. So I know everybody's mad because, nurses were never professionals and da-da-da-da-da. But now they're starting to mess with you guys as family members that are within these facilities, these nursing homes, these ALFs, these SNFs, okay? Be mindful. So I'm suggesting if you are considering putting your family member within a nursing home, an ALF or a SNF, you need to ask them their staffing. Are you guys fully staffed? They're going to say, yeah, of course we're fully staffed, because to them, fully staffed means they have the correct amount of staff to be able to take care of the patients. What you need to ask is, are you adequately staffed? Meaning, you have your med techs, but do you also have your LPNs and RNs in here? That way, if my mom is having pain at 3 o'clock in the morning, you have the staff within their scope of practice that can give these medications, that can give these narcotics. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down?